Good evening, LeLeague fans. Welcome to the 2026 LeLeague Selection Show. My name is AI Adam, checking in for the third straight season, and with me is co-host AI Brian. Just a short while ago, the LeLeague committee finished creating the bracket, and boy am I excited.
Well, let me just start off by saying, this is the most competitive field we have had in years. I mean, 5 teams fighting for the 1 seeds, conference favorites going down early. I mean, this is setting up to be one of the best tournaments we have seen. So no more stalling, Adam. Read the bracket.
All right, let's have some fun, everybody. We start with the South region, where the number 1 overall seed is LeJazz. 24-4 on the season, coming into the tournament winning 9 straight. Winners of the LeMusic Conference regular season and conference tournament, they look to avenge their perfect season last year with a trip to the Final Four. Their journey to the decision begins on Friday with the 16 seed, who is LeBear, 9-18 on the year, a bubble team who got in without a bye. Moving on to the 8th seed LaFaz, 19-8 out of LeTelevision Conference. LaFaz missed the tournament last year and is looking for their first tournament win against LeEmo, the 9 seed out of LeFriends Conference. 16-10 with 7 quad 1 and 2 wins on the year. Moving on to games on Thursday, the 5 seed LeHo Sebron Angel, a tough team out of the Northern World Conference, finishing 16-11. They have 12 seeded LeEclipse, 11-15 coming into the tournament, losing 8 of their last 10 games. The 4 seed in the South is LaSanta, one of the top teams in the LeFriends Conference, with 11 of their 18 wins being quad 1 and 2 wins, as we see their reaction being in the tourney. They will face 13 seeded LeJim, the first team out of the LeFans Conference. What a season turnaround for them.
Indeed, this team won 7 straight from week 14 to week 19, including 3 quad 2 wins and a quad 1. I love this 13-4 upset.
Moving on over to 3-1 comeback, games on Friday starts with 6-seeded LeSafari. Conference tournament runner-ups in the LeFighter Conference, LeSafari has won 9 of their last 11 games, playing hot at the right time. They will face LeAfro out of the LeMusic Conference. Started off the year strong, ranked in the top 20, but fell off and hung on to secure the 11 seed. The 3 seed in the LeSouth is LeWard, arguably the best team in the LeTelevision Conference. LeWard went 13-1 in conference play, including winning the Maui Invitational back in November. This team is dominant and can beat anyone in the tournament. The 14 seed facing them in the opening round is LeBot out of the LeFighter Conference. 10-16 this season, with 7 of those wins being quad 1 and 2. LeBot is 5-5 coming into the tournament. Moving on to games on Thursday, LeItalian is the 7 seed, 16-10 out of Northern World Conference, a very tough team who played a very tough schedule in the regular season. They will be facing 10-seeded Tight End out of Squad Conference.
Only 9 losses on the year for Tight End. But because they are in a weak conference, you got to think their weak strength of schedule is the reason for that 10 seed line.
And to wrap up the South region, the 2 seed is LeVintage, the LeFriends Conference tournament champion, taking down LeChef in a close finish that had LeBricks as the final track. 21-7 on the season, LeVintage has now won 8 games coming into the tournament, with 5 of them being quad 1 wins. Their tournament begins with a matchup against LeMexican, who is 10-16 on the season, struggling most of the year, but has enough on their resume to draw the 15 seed. As we look back at the first half of the bracket, anything you see?
Well, I see a LaSanta team matching up against another LeFan team in the first round. We all remember what happened last year when LeGiddy knocked off a promising Lasana team and then went on a run to the Elite Eight, so that will be a fun one to watch. I like LeJazz getting through to the Sweet 16 without a problem, as well as Liho Zibran Angel. And then I like the path for Lee Ward to get to the Sweet 16. I don't see any problems for them, as well as LeVintage to get to the Elite Eight and then to the Final Four.
We will now take a short break. As we see teams eagerly wait to hear their name drawn, we will reveal the Midwest region when we come back. Welcome back to the 2026 LeLeague Selection Show. Let's keep on rolling through this bracket as we reveal the Midwest region where the #1 seed is Le Chef. 23-5 record, Le Chef has the most quad 1 and 2 wins out of anybody else in the league with 19. They fell short in the Lee Friends Championship game to LeVintage, but don't be dismayed by just how dominant this team has been all year long. So Le Chef is the 1 seed playing in Cleveland. This is for you on Thursday against the 16 seed, who is the winner of our first play-in game between LeJohn and Lee Savannah.
Yeah, good to see LeJohn on the right side of the bubble. That means that all 8 teams from the LaFans Conference got into the tournament. Of course, we have to see where the rest of them are in the bracket, but still, what a year for the conference.
The 8th seed in the Midwest is Lee Lakers, the Cinderella team in 2024, the Final Four qualifier in 2025. Struggled in a weaker conference this year, sitting at 15-13 on the year, but put up a very good outing in the Lee Squad tournament, being the runner-up to Captain L'America. Coming into the tournament on a good note to face LeMickey, the Lee Television Conference runner-up.
Ha ha ha, wow. What a matchup. Man, this is such a coin toss game. 2 teams that were a game away from winning their conference tournament facing off in an 8 versus 9 game. Can't get much better than this. That is must-see TV, ladies and gentlemen.
Games being played on Friday in Boom Boom Boom, the 5th team out the LaFriends Conference, La Holmes, the 5 seed, 17-9 on the season. La Holmes struggled to end the regular season, but have many quality wins to seed them up at the 5. Who will they be playing? The Cinderella team from a year ago, La Bollywood. The 11 seed who made the Final Four a year ago drops to a 12 seed, but in the same quadrant of the bracket as last year. La Bollywood only has 4 wins since the in-season tournament week. Moving on, the 4 seed, La Mitch out of the LaFans Conference. 19-9, conference tournament runner-up to La Ben. La Mitch has won 8 of their last 10 coming into the tournament. They will be facing the 13th seed, La West, the La Fighter Conference tournament Cinderella. La West won the tournament as the 7th seed, beating La Tropical, La Bear, and La Safari in the championship.
Wow, if you're looking for a 13-4 upset, this might be the one. La West, wow, struggling all season long. This was a bid stealer because this team would not be in the tournament if they were a first or even second round exit in the La Fighter tournament. La Mish is strong too. Wow, I can't wait for this game.
Moving on down to the bottom half of the bracket, games being played on Thursday in Akron, Ohio, the 6th seed, Le Casino. Another team out of the LaFriends Conference, 17-10 on the season. Le Casino has many quality wins this year, including 10 quad 1 and 2 victories. They will be facing out of the La Television Conference, La Mario. La Mario started the year 4-7, but has now won 7 of their last 10. Not a team anyone really wants to see in the tournament right now. Moving on, the 3 seed, the defending La National champions, La Bon Bon. 19-8, 11 quad 1 and 2 wins. La Bon Bon finished 3rd in the very tough Le Creation Conference, looking to go back to the Final Four for their 3rd consecutive season. Their journey to the decision begins with another team out of the La Television Conference, LeLeague. 11-15 in the season, losing 8 of their last 11 entering into the tournament. Games on Friday, at What They Say, Clay said, begins with the 7 seed Le Brazil, the 3rd team out of the La Southern World Conference, 18-10 on the season, and conference tournament runner-ups to La Bombaclat earlier today. They will be facing the 6th team out of the La Television Conference, La Thomas, 13-14 with over half their wins being quad 1 and 2 victories. La Thomas also has 5 quad 1 victories on the season. And to wrap up the La Midwest region, the number 2 seed is Captain L'America, the most dominant team in the La Squad Conference, the best record in LeLeague at 25-3 and 13-1 in conference play, as well as sweeping the regular season and conference tournament titles. With only 3 quad 1 wins, many fans doubt the dominance this team has. They will finally be able to prove themselves this April. And who will they be playing in the opening round? The 7th team out of the La Television Conference, La Chipmunks. Despite their 8-18 record, La Chipmunks has 3 quad 1 victories, the most of any of the bottom 4 seeds in the tournament field. Now, as we look back to the top half of the bracket, any key takeaways, Brian?
I mean, all 4 of these games are must-see TV. A potential La Holmes-La Mitch matchup in the second round. I like La Holmes to figure their game out and win that, as well as beating La Chef in the Sweet 16. And then down here, I like La Mario to beat the defending national champions in the second round, as well as La Brazil to get back to the Sweet 16.
We will take another short break from the show. Don't go anywhere, anybody. Welcome back to the 2026 LeLeague Selection Show. We are halfway through the bracket, 34 teams remaining in the field. We head to the bottom right bracket, the La West region, where the 3rd number 1 seed is LeNuke, the most dominant team all season before falling to a bronze 2 LeAlien team. 8 quad 1 wins in a 22-4 regular season record. Despite losing in the first round of the La Creation tournament, they did win the conference regular season outright. LeNuke has won 12 of their last 14 games. These games are on Thursday at You Are My Sunshine. LeNuke will be facing the bracket challenge winner from 2025, LaDaniel. Every bracket challenge winner gets an auto bid for the next tournament, so fill out a bracket for this year. The 8th seed is La Tropical, the 4th team out of the La Fighter Conference. 16-10 on the season, they will play La Trent out of the La Fans Conference. La Trent makes the tournament in his first year in LeLeague. Congrats to La Trent. Games on Friday in I Knew He Was Gonna Score 81, the La Southern World regular season champion, La Hawaiian. What a turnaround for them from last year. La Hawaiian placed 7th in the conference with only 7 wins last year, doing almost a complete flip this year with a record of 18-9. The 12th seed facing them is La Pac, the 2nd team out of La Music Conference. 11-15, a very streaky team all season long, a great 5 versus 12 matchup there.
Well, if you're looking for a 12-over-5 upset, this could be the one. La Pac has shown many signs throughout the year to be a good quality tournament team, and La Hawaiian has been struggling lately to end the year and also does not have many good wins. I really like La Pac in that game.
The 4th seed in the La West region, La Minion, La Television Tournament champs for the 2nd straight year. Defeating La Mickey on Saturday night, La Minion has won 13 of their last 14 games. The 13 seed facing them is La Droid out of the La Fighter Conference. 11-15 finishing last in the conference. Moving on down the bracket, games on Thursday, the 6th seed is La Squidcraft, a 6th seed for the 2nd straight tournament, looking to make the Sweet 16 for the first time in program history. They are matched up against 11th seed La Nerd, the 7th team out of the La Friends Conference, finishing 11th and 16th on the season. The 3rd seed in the La West region is La Bombaclat, the La Southern World Tournament champion, defeating La Brazil earlier in the year. La Bombaclat looks to finally make some tournament noise.
So beautiful.
They will be matching up against La Casio, the 14th seed finishing the season 9-17. Lacasio comes into the tournament winning 3 of their last 10. Games on Friday in Chalk Toss starts with the LaFans tournament champ, LeBen. 18-10 on the season, defeating LeMitch last night in the tournament final. LeBen comes into the tournament winning 7 straight. The 10 seed is LeUniverse out of the LeCreation Conference. LeUniverse finished 4th with a record of 13-13 in the conference, including 2 quad 1 victories in conference play. And to wrap up the region, the number 2 seed is LeLeprechaun. 21-7 on the year out of the tough Northern World Conference. LeLeprechaun looks to make their 3rd consecutive Final Four appearance, entering the tournament with 7 quad 1 victories, including 4 of them in the final couple weeks of the season. This team can beat anyone at any time. They will be facing LeChunk from the LaFriends Conference in the first round, a scrappy team who finished the year 9-17. As we go back to the top of the region, what do you see here in the La West?
Get your popcorn ready for La Tropical and La Trent. 2 teams who have been so inconsistent all year long, one of them will move on to face La Nuke. Again, I like La Pac over La Hawaiian, as well as La Minion to get to the Sweet 16. I also like La Nerd to upset La Squidcraft in Block by James. And if it holds to see a La Leprechaun La Ben race, I think the winner of that can get to the Final Four.
We will go into our final break of the show. We will reveal the final region of the bracket when we come back. Yes, the excitement this tournament brings to so many people. It truly is the best time of the year. Welcome back, everybody, for the final time in the show. We have 1 region to go in order to finish the 2026 LeLeague bracket, so let's not waste any more time. We head to the bottom left bracket, where the number 1 seed in the Le East region is LaFaro, the Northern World Conference regular season and tournament champions. 22-6 record with 13 quad 1 wins, the most of any other team in LeLeague. LaFaro ended the year winning 16 of the last 18, including 5 quad 1 wins in the last 4 weeks. This team is arguably the most efficient and dominant team. Games being played on Friday in the Chosen One, LaFaro will be facing the second play in winner between Le St. Vincent St. Mary's and LeAlien.
Again, 2 teams who ended on the right side of the bubble. Wow, Le St. Vincent St. Mary's in the bracket. I had them out. They ended the year with 7 quad 4 losses. And you gotta think LeAlien's win against La Nuke in the quarterfinal put them into the field as the last team in. Truly special.
Moving on, the 8th seed, the 6th team out of the LaFans Conference, LeGiddy, one of the Cinderellas from last season who made the Elite 8 as a 13 seed. LeGiddy started the season 12-4 before falling 7 of their last 13 games, looking to find a rhythm again into the tournament. They will be matched up against LeViking, another dominant team out of LeFighter Conference, also 16-11 on the season. Games on Thursday, the 5 seed, LeConye. What a finish from LeConye in the regular season. 7 quad 1 and 3 quad 2 wins, defeating many powerful teams in the LaFriends Conference, as well as non-conference teams earlier in the season. They will be facing the 7th team out of LaFans Conference, LeValter, 11-15 record, finishing 5th in the conference. LeValter has lost 7 of their last 10 coming into the tournament. The 4 seed in Ain't It Our Ball, the 4th team out of LaMusic, LaDisco, 19-8 record, winning 11 of their last 13 games to end the season. a very well-balanced squad out of a good conference. They will be facing off against the 11th team out of the LeFriends Conference, LeBaby. Finished the year winning their last 2 regular season games, including a win against La Holmes before falling to La Santa in the first round of the conference tournament. Moving on down to the final 4 games of the bracket, the 6th seed is LeAlbania, the 5th team out of La Northern World Conference, finishing 17-9 on the season before falling in the opening round of the conference tournament. They will be facing off against the 12th team out of the LeFriends Conference, Le Priest. The 11th seed, finishing the season with 14 Quad 1 games, but able to get 10 wins on the season. Le Priest making the tournament means all 12 teams from the LeFriends Conference are in the field. The 3 seed in the Le East region is Le Techno. Conference tournament runner-ups in the Le Music Conference to Le Jazz. Le Techno finished the year 22-6 with 8 Quad 1 and 2 wins. A very tough team matching up against the 14 seed Le Latino out of the La Southern World. Le Latino started the year 0-7, losing 9 of their first 11 until getting 8 conference wins to finish the year 8-6. Games on Thursday in Yabba Dabba Doo, Old Navy. Le Jap is the 7th seed, the 6th team out of the La Northern Conference. Le Jap had the hardest schedule to close out the final 6 weeks of the season. They will be facing off against the 8th team out of the La Fighter Conference, Le Pirate. 14-12 on the season, finishing 2 games above 500. And to close out the bracket, the 2 seed in Le East is Le Demon. Easily one of the best teams in LeLeague, winning the tough Le Creation Conference tournament earlier today. Le Demon has 9 Quad 1 victories and 8 Quad 2 wins. Le Demon will try to get back to the Final Four for the first time since 2024. And their path to the Final Four begins with the 15 seed Le Cranky, out of the LeFans Conference, finishing 9th and 17th. Le Cranky had 0 Quad 1 victories this season, which is a good reason why they are on the 15 seed line. Well, Brian, as we head to the top half again, what do you see out of this region?
Well, I think the winner of Le Giddy and Le Viking can really put up a fight against Le Pharaoh. I think he got a very tough draw there. Le Kanye and Le Disco in a second-round matchup would, as the kids say, feed families. And down at the bottom, I like the 11-6 upset with Le Priest taking down LeAlbania, as well as Le Demon getting out of this region without a problem.
And just like that, we have our bracket. The fun begins this Thursday, April 16th, with the first round of the tournament. And also remember to fill out a bracket. Click the link in the description on the Instagram account and follow the instructions. It's very easy and very fun to do. Remember, the winner of the bracket challenge gets their own character in the 2027 LeLeague tournament. With any questions, please DM the LeLeague Instagram account. And with that, we will conclude the selection show. Let the madness begin. Have fun, everyone!